Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Detroit Tigers vs Toronto Blue Jays, Chicago White Sox vs Tampa Bay Rays, Texas Rangers vs Boston Red Sox, Miami Marlins vs Cincinnati Reds, and Seattle Mariners vs Houston Astros, which are happening on Sunday, August 22, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Detroit Tigers vs Toronto Blue Jays. After falling flat at the plate in the opener, they responded with Robbie Ray pitching a shutout on Saturday. While left-handed pitcher Steven Matz, 4.08 ERA, doesn't have to be perfect, it would help if he at least stands his ground. He has only allowed 2 earned runs in his last 15.2 innings on the mound. So there is hope he can spearhead another scoring drought in Detroit. With Saturday's loss, the Tigers are now 59-66, putting them 13.5 games behind the White Sox for first in the Central and 11.5 behind the final AL wild card. Part of the issue with the Tigers is that they're struggling to win ball games lately, as the loss on Saturday makes it 6 losses in their last 7 games. My betting advice for that game is to pick Toronto Blue Jays, -1.5. Chicago White Sox vs Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays veteran has played in 9 career games, 8 starts, against the White Sox, going 4-2 with a 4.34 ERA during that span. Per Baseball Savant, Archer has limited the current White Sox roster to a .268 batting average in 45 plate appearances ahead of Sunday's start. Chicago ranks 7th in the majors in runs scored, and Jose Abreu leads the majors in RBI and leads the Sox in HR. He comes into Game 2 of this series with 4 RBI over his last 3 games. Tim Anderson leads the club batting over .300 and over his last 6 games has 10 hits with a HR and 4 RBI. On the season, Chicago is just over .500 on the road. Pitching in Tampa Bay for the first time since the 2018 season, Archer is trying to prove that he still has something left in the tank at age 32. Command has been an issue for the Rays right-hander over the last few seasons. While he's still striking out batters at a high rate, Archer's walk rate rose for 3 consecutive years between 2017 and 2019, topping out at a career-worst 4.14 BBE9. My betting advice for that game is to pick Chicago White Sox. Texas Rangers vs Boston Red Sox. Shortstop Xander Bogaerts leads the team with 131 hits and a .309 average. Left fielder J.D. Martinez has 128 hits, including 23 home runs. Third baseman Rafael Devers has been the leader in the power department, crushing 29 long balls. They are facing a Texas pitching staff that is number 25 with a team ERA of 4.72. Right-hander Nathan Eovaldi will start for Boston on Sunday afternoon. He allowed 2 runs across 5 innings in a loss to the Yankees in his last start. Both of the runs came via solo homers from New York. Eovaldi has allowed 6 home runs across his last 4 starts, leading to a 6.14 ERA during that stretch. Colby Allard has been struggling this season according to his Baseball Savant page. He is in the 6th percentile in whiff percentage, 13th percentile in barrel percentage, 15th percentile in XSLG, and 34th percentile in average exit velocity. His 10.4 barrel percentage this year is the highest of his career. Boston cannot afford to slip up in this series after getting swept by division rival New York earlier this week. The Red Sox took care of business in the series opener, notching a 6-0 win over Texas. They swept Baltimore last weekend, so they will be trying to take out the second worst team in the AL this time. Boston is currently trailing the Yankees by 1.5 games in the AL East standings, while Tampa Bay owns the top spot. The Red Sox are tied with Oakland for the second wild card spot. Their offense ranks 3rd in the majors with a team batting average of .259. Allard throws 5 different pitches: fastball, cutter, changeup, curveball, sinker, and his cutter has been getting hit as it has a .280 batting average and 4 strikeouts. He faced the Red Sox once back in 2019 and he lost going 3 innings out of the bullpen and giving up 5 runs on 6 hits with a walk and a strikeout. My betting advice for that game is to pick Boston -1.5. Quick reminder, you can get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on our partner sportsbook BetUS after you open an account using our link down below and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES when making your deposit. Miami Marlins vs Cincinnati Reds. Nick Castellanos is heating up after a bit of a slump and now has 7 RBIs this month. Overall, the 29-year-old slugger is having another productive season, clubbing 21 taters along with 66 RBIs and a dazzling .941 ops. Castellanos is 4 for 7 with 2 RBIs in this series. Miami has seen success on the mound but has not been able to offset the poor production at the plate. The Marlins are 11th overall in team ERA 3.93, 12th in WHIP at 1.27, and opposing hitters are averaging .238 against Miami pitching, which is also 12th. Sunday's starter for Miami, Sandy Alcantara, has been the Marlins' most consistent pitcher and leads the club in wins with 7 strikeouts, with 135. Overall, the right-hander is 7-11 with a 3.39 ERA. The Reds are averaging 5.06 runs on the season, landing them 5th in the majors. The pitching staff is 18th with a 4.44 team ERA. The Texas Rangers have not been hitting well this season, as their .656 ops is dead last in the majors. This number includes having outfielder Joey Gallo in their lineup in the first half of the season, before trading him away to the New York Yankees for a prospect package. Their .223 team batting average this season is only ahead of the Seattle Mariners out of all 30 teams. Center fielder Atlas Garcia is one of the lone bright spots this season, as he has a .769 ops with 27 home runs and 71 RBI, with 8 stolen bases on 12 attempts. If the Rangers can figure out how to hit the ball and get on base consistently, that would definitely be a good starting point. The Reds continue to compete for the NL wildcard. They are now tied with the Padres for the second wildcard spot entering Saturday. The Bats continue to thrive even with Jesse Winker out of the lineup. Cincy has won 8 out of their last 10 home clashes. My betting advice for that game is to pick Cincinnati Reds. Seattle Mariners vs Houston Astros. After posting strong peripherals in each of the last 2 seasons, Valdez has had some trouble with his command in 2021. The Astros left-hander has watched his walk rate balloon from 2.04 in 2020 to 4.05 batters per 9 innings of work this season. He has 28 HRs and 79 RBIs this season, leading the team in those categories. Valdez will try to build on his career success against Seattle. In 6 career games, 4 starts versus the Mariners, the Astros lefty is 4-0 with a stellar 1.48 ERA in those matchups. Per Baseball Savant, the Astros right-hander has held the current Mariners roster to a .250 batting average in 47 plate appearances, heading into Sunday's series finale. My betting advice for that game is to pick Houston Astros. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.